Hello and welcome to Central Valley Today. I am your host, Emily Irwin. We're back on the road again. We're at another stop on the Fossils to Falls road trip, and we're here at the Mariposa Grove. We're going to check out some of the biggest trees in the entire world. In a small pocket of the Western Sierras, you'll find something larger than life. Sometimes soaring more than 300 feet in the air, giant sequoias are some of the largest trees in the world. And if you're lucky enough to walk among them, you'll experience a feast of the senses. And here in the Central Valley, we are lucky enough to have the Mariposa Grove right in our backyard, and as another stop on one epic road trip.
This is sort of the end of the journey on the Fossils to Falls road trip. So the card that you're going to pick up here is Galen, the great horned owl. But right now we're at the Mariposa Grove of giant sequoia trees. We're at the Welcome Depot.
Okay.
So this is actually where you hop on the free shuttle and it takes you up to the Mariposa Grove, the lower part of the Mariposa Grove.
Okay, so the Mariposa Grove is where we find the giant sequoias. How are those different than the trees that we see, you know, all around Yosemite?
These trees are just so much bigger than any tree that you're ever going to see. We have these types of trees that grow in different places, but they only grow on the west side of the Sierra Nevada mountains.
Okay.
So they're really unique to our part of the world, and we can see them right here.
And they're huge. So this is, you know, a cutout from one of them. That's a huge tree, but that's not even as big as some of them up there, right?
No, in fact, one of the largest ones we're going to go and see is the grizzly giant tree, and it's just massive. And also the California tunnel tree, which is that tree that you can walk through.
The iconic tunnel tree. But before we do that, we got to get Galen. What is he?
He's a great horned owl,
and
he is the trading card that you can pick up on your way into Yosemite Valley on the Fossils to Falls road trip.
Okay, perfect. Let's go get Galen. Add him to my collection.
All right, let's go.
With another trading card added to my collection, my tour guide and I board the quick shuttle to the Mariposa Grove. The shuttle recently opened up again after a brief hiatus. It will run through the summer into the fall and close down again in the winter. The most adventurous can still access the Grove when the shuttle isn't running with a 2-mile hike. But today, me and my tour guide are taking it easy. So we made it to the Big Trees, and this is the Big Trees Loop.
Yes, so we just got off the bus at the arrival area here at the Mariposa Grove, and this is called the Big Trees Loop. It's really easy. It's only a third of a mile, and it's all a raised boardwalk and completely handicap accessible. So everyone can access these beautiful giant sequoia trees.
So really quick, but if you want to go up to the really big tree.
Yeah, if we want to keep going a little bit further, it's 2.1 miles round trip up to the grizzly giant.
All right, let's go. There are several different hiking loops in the Mariposa Grove for everyone from walkers to experienced hikers, but each one will transform visitors into nature observers amongst the spectacular backdrop of the historic giant sequoia trees. Okay, so this is it. This is what the hike was for. This is the grizzly giant.
Yeah, we're here. This is the grizzly giant tree, and it's massive.
It's huge. Even the branches are the size of actual trees.
This tree's huge, and it's gnarly, and it's old, and that's why they call it the grizzly giant.
Coming in at 209 feet tall, the grizzly giant is the patriarch of the Yosemite sequoias. Experts believe it's almost 2,000 years old. At its base, the trunk is nearly 30 feet wide and 90 feet all the way around, and its limbs are bigger than most species of trees. Back down at the depot, we can get a little perspective on just how small we are compared to the grizzly giant. When you come to the depot at Mariposa Grove, there's actually an outline of the grizzly giant tree. This is how big it is, and it's still growing today. In the age of skyscrapers and enormity at the hands of man, it can be easy to underestimate the phenomenons growing in Mariposa Grove. But these massive living things once started out as little seedlings and stood the test of time and man for thousands of years. This is the tunnel tree.
Yeah, the California tunnel tree. How cool is this?
This is pretty cool. We just walked through a giant sequoia.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's pretty awesome. All right, so this is just one, it's like the second to last stop on the Fossils to Falls road trip.
Right.
And so now we can go get, who's the next card we can get?
Sandy the squirrel in Yosemite Valley.
So we can go to Yosemite Valley and get
Let's
Sandy
go.
the squirrel.
Thanks.
Mariposa Grove is just one of the attractions on the Fossils to Falls road trip, brought to you by Visit Yosemite Madera County. We've been going from Fossils to Falls, visiting each stop, collecting the trading cards, featuring the Yosemite Welcoming Committee. And here's the best part. Collect just 2 trading cards from any of the stops along the Fossils to Falls road trip to qualify to enter the Yosemite Adventure Contest. The grand prize, a 2-night stay in southern Yosemite. They've got gift cards and dining experiences and the travel adventure of your choice. For entry rules and guidelines, visit YosemiteThisYear.com and stay tuned for all of our Fossils to Falls road trip adventures happening this summer. We've got a few more coming your way, so stay tuned.